Hi, welcome to Mimi Sparkling Diamonds. Welcome to my weekly WIP Chat. Today is Wednesday, June 11th. This is the section I'm going to be working on. Today, I'm continuing to work on my Medusa by Chrysabug. This is the artwork here. Let me show y'all. And so we're like, where this helmet is right here, we're like in that general area over here. So that's where we're at. This canvas is a square canvas. It is a 55.8 by 85.9 centimeter. And again, it's Diamond Art Club and Chrysabug. This canvas has, I want to say, 69 colors, and I'm right here in this section. I'm going to continue working on this section. I had to stop last night and go to bed. It was just getting too late. And so, but again, welcome to my weekly WIP Chat. I'm going to try to be more consistent and do these on every Wednesday afternoon after work. And so this is going to be my schedule. Zoe, you need to get down. I'm sorry, my cat's hopped up here and she's about to get thrown down. But anyway, so how are y'all today? I hope everyone's doing well. I am working with my Diamond Art Club pen. This is my twist and pick pen. This is the metal placer right here. It's like a 6-placer. And I have Rando's Crafty Corner putty, Caribbean Escape. I've had this putty for a long time. I like it. It works really well. And then I have my cover minder from Shire Shenanigans with my channel name. And this is my Firefly tray, which I already have beads in. And I love this tray. This is my go-to. And for my single placer, I'm just using the Red Heart Diamond Art Club wax. So, anyway, again, today is Wednesday, June 11th. It's Wednesday afternoon, evening. It's actually evening. It's 6:07. I'm just now sitting down to kind of work on my project after work. I did have to go to my mom's and turn on her lights and everything. And I did film a couple videos of my series that I've started, which is my stash unboxing. And I'll go into a little bit of that more detail in just a minute. But again, I want to welcome y'all. I'm so scatterbrained this afternoon. Y'all just please excuse me. It's been a minute since I've done a WIP Chat. We've just had so many things going on, and I'm trying to get a consistent schedule to where I can film and do different things to get everything going. So I just wanted to welcome y'all again. And just tell y'all that if you're new here, WIP means work in progress, and this is mine, the Medusa canvas by Diamond Art Club. Excuse me one second. Zoe, hush. What is wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. Get over here and lay down. My cat. But if you're new here, I hope you like the content. We're just going to talk about diamond painting and chat about life and things going on and some plans that I have for my diamond painting channel and all that good stuff. So we're going to chat about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I try to keep this pretty reduced down, so you guys ain't getting bored. But if you are watching this, if you want to watch me diamond paint, that's great. But if you don't, please pull out your project you're working on diamond paint alongside me, housework, whatever, or you can treat this like a podcast and just listen to me while I chat and do your own thing. But this is the section that we're working on. I tried to zoom y'all in a little bit. I am right-handed. But so I hope everyone's doing well and you are all doing safe during these storms. We did have some rough weather earlier. I'm in southeast Texas near Houston, and we had some pretty rough weather this afternoon around noontime, and it was pretty rough. So we did okay. I was at work and we did okay, but you know, I just hope everybody's doing well. So as far as diamond painting, like I mentioned a while ago, I've decided to do a unboxing of my stash. And part of the reason is because in the kits, if you're a seasoned diamond painter, you know that with every kit you get some type of toolkit, whether it's a fancy one or it's a basic one. And so since I already have my own upgraded tools, I don't use the kits that come with my diamond paintings, especially the basic ones, because I just don't use it and it sits around and collects dust. So what I'm doing is I'm unboxing my stash, taking a look at my diamond paintings as well, of the canvases, and I am getting the contents of the toolkits that I'm not going to use. I'm gathering those up, and I'm going to, once I'm done with all my kits, which is a lot, I'm going to send those items to someone I know in the community that sends out goodie boxes and goodie bags to different people who win her monthly event, or she draws their name for her monthly event, and she sends them diamond paintings, and she sends them goodie boxes, and in those goodie boxes she puts in there these extra toolkits. But I mean, you'll hear her say, you know, that she would upgrade if she likes the hobby. But if you're a first-time diamond painter and all that, you know, you can use those kits that come, the toolkits that come with the canvas, and you can get through the diamond painting. I mean, I've done it myself. But it's not the most comfortable thing, and if you like the hobby, like I've said on my videos, the first two things I would invest in would be an upgraded pen and an upgraded tray. Now, Diamond Art Club has some nice trays with their kits, but some people can't afford a Diamond Art Club kit, you know, especially like a big one like this. So they can't afford that right away, or their budget doesn't allow. So I would recommend that, you know, they can either use the kit that comes with it, or they can, with whatever diamond painting they got, or they can go on Amazon or Etsy and buy like an upgraded pen. They don't have to buy a Diamond Art Club or a custom pen. They can buy one off Amazon. I mean, as long as it's not the straw pen, that's, you know, something a little bit more ergonomic. Now, some of my kits are older, so they came with the straw pen, the old toolkit and all that. The upgraded pens are very nice. The twist and pick pens are nice, and they're more ergonomic. I do have some custom pens, but I just bought these from Diamond Art Club because I like the twist and pick option, and I just love mine, so that's what I use. But you know, I mean, like I said, if they're new to diamond painting, I want everyone to be able to enjoy this hobby if they like it, because this hobby to me is so relaxing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm doing this stash unboxing where I'm opening all my kits and pulling out the unnecessary things that I'm not going to use, and then showing you guys the canvases and all that. Also, another reason I'm doing it is because I'll be honest with you, I have watched so many sneak peeks and so many unboxings, and there have been times that I have looked at a kit online and thought, no, I don't really like that, or I'm gonna wait and put it on my wish list or whatever. And then I see someone unbox it and I'm like, oh no, I really like that. I want that right now. Because you can actually see the actual canvas and get the gist of it. Like what it looks like, in person or whatever. Like you can see the person, the scale of the canvas and all that stuff. So that's what I'm trying to get to. And so I'm doing that series, and it's a lot of fun. Let me think about it. I've done my art dots that I have of my stash. I've done my diamond dots that I've done that I have in my stash, which, some of these videos are several different videos, like 3 parts or whatever, because I might have some small ones, medium, and large. And I don't want to do too many canvases in one video. That'll make the video way too long. So, anyway, it's been a lot of fun. I've done diamond dots, art dot, distracted by diamonds. What else? Make market. I did make market today. I'm trying to think, but I have playlists on my channel. If you're interested, you can go on there and see the different ones under the unboxings playlist. You can see the ones I've unboxed, and there's a couple of extra unboxings on there already, because I did a project for a friend of mine, and then I also unboxed a small canvas that I'm going to work on. I was going to do DP for pets, but I don't have time this month. We're getting ready to go on vacation shortly, and we had my grandson last weekend, so I didn't want to join in something that I can't really participate in, in whatever. But, with good intent and all that. My schedule just doesn't allow, but I am participating in Diamond Grandma's event with this canvas. I don't think I will finish this canvas for sure by the end of the month, but I hope to be pretty far with it. This particular canvas, this section right here is very confetti heavy. You can see where I'm single placing a lot. You can see these open spots because these are another color, but basically you can see this checkerboard grid pretty much right here, and you can see down here where the color changes is, and this background is not one color. It's like 3 blue colors, and then it has the browns and all that. But yeah, so it's confetti heavy right here. I don't know about the rest of the canvas, but the background is definitely confetti heavy, and it's square, so I am slower with squares, and I'm a little bit more particular with my squares, so that makes me move slower. But I'm not in a race, but I am participating for with Diamond Grandma. The event is called #FemaleBeauty, and Medusa was a very pretty woman, and still in the lore or the story of Medusa, she is so beautiful that when men look at her, she turns them to stone. So I love Greek mythology, and so this was a no-brainer when I purchased it. But it is on the confetti side, heavy side. But I am enjoying it because confetti means a lot of detail. And so I am really enjoying it. So I'm also looking forward to doing and continuing my finish and review series. I have finished a lot of canvases. I mean, I don't know what you would consider a lot, but a few canvases I finished, you know, and I want to share those finishes and give y'all my thoughts. I've already done a couple of them, and then but I want to give y'all my thoughts on them so that, you know, you have an honest opinion or whatever of my thoughts on those canvases in case you are deciding or trying to decide to purchase something from one of these companies or these particular canvases in general. So I'm enjoying that. I need to get back on that. I think I'm going to do that this weekend. I think I'm going to catch up on some videos, some filming on that this weekend. And then, like I said, I'm doing my unboxing series, which is going to be a while. And then the finish and reviews, my WIP Chats will happen hopefully every week. The only week that it won't happen is going to be when I'm on vacation at the end of the month into July. So we're going to leave on the 28th, and then we won't return until Monday. We're going to leave on the 28th and return Monday the 7th. I believe it's the 7th of July. But that Wednesday, hopefully I'll be back in the groove a little bit and do a WIP Chat and tell y'all all about my vacation and everything that happened, and hopefully I'll be a lot more relaxed and ready to go and get back into a routine. So I'm enjoying doing the videos. At first, when I first did my first few videos, I listened back to them, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, most of the editing is just, it's very basic. I'm not going to cut out a bunch of stuff, you know, unless it's totally annoying to the listener, you know. But, you know, again, I mean, I am a real person. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just a regular old Joe diamond painting, and I'm going to give you my honest feedback. No one is giving me canvases. I buy my own canvases with my own money. And so I can give you an honest opinion of the canvas once I'm done with it. And I do plan to do that in my finish and reviews. But my videos are pretty raw. It's what you hear is what you get, I guess. So you're gonna hear me be a very real person at times. So where was I going with that? Again, I'm scatterbrained this afternoon. My brain's fried from work and 3 videos. So but yeah, this is the WIP I'm working on. This was a poll on my channel and on my Instagram. I do have an Instagram called Mimi Sparkling Diamonds, and I did a poll on Instagram, and this was the winner. And so I was happy to kit it up and get started. I am thinking about kitting up a round project. I don't know what project that's going to be yet, but I'm trying to pace myself because we are going to go on vacation. So if I do get up around one, it's going to be probably after vacation, so July. I'm going to try to work through this one as much as I can through the month and get as much as I can done. And so I can get this one to be a finish. I do need to do my May finish review, monthly review, and this will be my WIP. I am one of those people that do not like to have a bunch of WIPs going at once. I have limited drill storage, and that's for a reason. So I use the Elizabeth Ward storage. I do have a couple bottle case ones, but again, I don't want to keep buying storage containers because then I'll be like, oh, let me kit up this, let me kit up that. And before you know it, I have 5 or 6 WIPs. And that's happened to me in the past, and I had to work through my WIPs because I'm one of those people that don't like unfinished stuff. So I like to start something, finish it, and move on. And so it's hard for me to, even though I think, oh, well, if you kit up a round, then that'll give you a break from Medusa. But that also puts me behind on Medusa as well. Because Medusa she's not gigantic, but she's a bigger canvas. 85.9 centimeters is nothing to sneeze at. And of course she is 55.8 wide. So, that's a lot of stuff right there in square. And this is, like I said, there's a lot of confetti in the background and the sides at the top, so this is going to take me a while. This is a project. This is not a race. I will say I do love this fairy dust color. It's this, is it that one? No. It's, the symbol is V, but this purple fairy dust is so, so pretty. Let me open this. Whoop, shoot. I'll pick it up in a minute. But it is so, 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 so pretty. And it's in Medusa's clothes, like her robe and her sash and all that so far. And it is so, so pretty. That thing has drills in it. I'll just show y'all like this and try to get some to turn over, but look at that. That is so pretty. That dusting. Let me move the light so y'all can see. That is so, so pretty. That dust drill, that purple. I'm a blue person, but I do love these fairy dust. I think they're so pretty. This canvas has 3 fairy dust, but this purple one, this is 3837. That's the DMC number, and it is just so pretty. So I'm really enjoying working on Medusa, even though it does have a lot of confetti in it. I think the finished product is going to turn out really pretty. I've actually seen someone finish this, and it was beautiful. It's been a while, though, since I've looked at it. But there's nothing like the feeling of finishing a big project. So that's kind of what I've been doing as far as diamond painting. Of course, this is my only WIP, but like I said, I'm going to do some finish and review videos, get those posted probably this weekend. And then I'm going to continue with my unboxing series and get a few videos posted of that. And, you know, I don't have my grandson this weekend, so it's just going to be me. My husband works on Saturdays. Now on Sundays, that's my family time, and I'll probably work on this canvas a little bit, but I probably won't film anything because me and him usually, we're going to go to, I think we're going to go to this herpetology convention that's happening in a town near us. And we used to have snakes, and my husband owns two spiders. They're both tarantulas, but they're different breeds. And they're in their own enclosures. And then we have 3 cats. But he likes the spiders and everything. We used to have 2 snakes, 2 ball pythons, and you know, they're fun. They're gentle, they're not mean, they're not venomous, they're constrictors. But you know, I just don't want the upkeep of a bunch of pets. We are already gonna have to find someone from our church, probably is gonna come, a teenager, and to take care of our cats while we're on vacation. And we always pay them every year because our church is pretty well close to our house, about 10 minutes maybe from our house. And most of the people that attend there, they live in the same general area. So we're gonna have to do that. But as far as diamond painting, like I said, I'm going to continue with my finish and review videos. I'm going to continue with my unboxings, and I haven't ordered any new canvases so far since the anniversary sale. I haven't ordered any new canvases or anything because we're trying to be careful with our money since we are going to be going on vacation. I'm trying to be on a low buy for right now until we come back from vacation. Also, the fact that my stash is too big for me. Let's just say that. It's too big for me. If you know, if anyone that has a huge stash, if you have 500 canvases, you do you. If you have 30 canvases, you do you. If you have 2 canvases, you do you. Whatever you're comfortable with. Basically, I'm personally not comfortable with the size of my stash. So with that being said, I'm trying to work on some canvases more diligently and devote a little bit more time to working on what I have than to keep stockpiling, because I want to enjoy what I have too. But with that being said, if I find something that appeals to me, I will pick it up, because I buy diamond paintings based on the art, not on the drill shape, not on the color count, none of that. I buy them based on the art. If I like the art, I'm going to buy it, most likely. If I like it enough that I think that I would enjoy working on it. So I have a lot of plans. I have some other plans as well. Excuse me, my allergies, and I've been talking most of the afternoon. I do have some plans for the channel. I'm mulling over in my head some different type of videos, and my channel is still pretty young, and I have, you know, some subscribers. I'm always welcoming new subscribers, and I do appreciate those who have subscribed. And I hope you guys are sharing my channel and and my content and everything with your friends and family so that they can come over and enjoy watching me reveal my stash and what's in my stash and WIP chats and all kinds of diamond painting stuff. I watch other creators, and I have watched them for years now, and I really enjoy certain style of videos, and I love unboxings. I like to see what other people are doing. I love finishes and reviews. I like to hear people's opinion and their experience with their diamond paintings. I like to see people's taste, like what kind of diamond paintings do you have in your stash, and what do you enjoy working on, and all these things. Y'all tell me in the comments if you're a diamond painter and everything. Do you have a specific style? Do you have a specific art style that you gravitate towards? Do you prefer rounds or squares, or you don't care? What is it about your diamond painting experience that is the number one thing for you? Like me. So the number one thing for me is the art itself. If I like the art, I'm gonna buy it. It doesn't matter whether it's round or square, if it's confetti heavy or not, whatever. It doesn't matter. If I like the art, I'm gonna buy it. I am gonna only buy legally licensed art. Let me put it like that. I am very passionate about artists being compensated for their work. I feel that that is the right and morally right thing to do. Excuse me one second. But I feel like that is the morally right thing to do, is compensate artists for their work. And so I do not buy any art anymore. I used to buy some art off of Amazon that I'm pretty sure was not licensed, and I didn't realize it until I started watching. I was brand new to diamond painting. I didn't know any better, and as soon as someone had mentioned it, then it like brought it to the forefront of my mind, and I was like, oh yeah. So then I didn't buy from certain places anymore unless I knew that they were licensed pieces. So when I buy canvases on Amazon, they're only through either Art Dot, Diamond Art Club, or what is that other company? Dreamer Designs. So it has to be a licensed piece. It can't be not licensed, because then I'm not going to purchase, because that goes against my grain. I feel like if I go to work and I work my hours at work, I want to be compensated for those hours that I put in. Well, why shouldn't an artist be compensated for the work that they put in on their art and their works? And most importantly, what really gets me is when I run across art that is clearly stolen art. So I'm going to give y'all an example of something I've seen recently in someone's Temu haul that they were showing, and they happened to show a canvas that was clearly Mrs. Butterdee's work, art. And whoever was the seller had taken that art piece and shrunk it down and was selling it on Temu. I can guarantee that Mrs. Butterdee is not licensed with Temu. That Temu has not licensed and is compensating Mrs. Butter D for her work that they stole. So that's where I'm getting to. And I'm not trying to, bash anybody for shopping on Temu. I'm not. I know that some of the pictures are Shutterstock or whatever, and that's okay. But on my channel, I'm only going to show for sure licensed work. And as soon as I saw it, I decided to click away from that video because I am not going to support channels that want to show stolen artwork. That is not what I'm going to do. It's not me being mean. It's not me being unreasonable. Everybody has a right to their opinion and whatever, and I get that. But you also have a right to stand up for what you believe in. And so when it comes to unlicensed art, that really aggravates me, that people steal these people's artwork and sell it to make a buck. And it's not even something they came up with their own mind or their own talent. And so I'm extremely passionate about this subject because I have been a crafter a lot of my life, and I've done some crafts, and I've had at a show that I went to monthly for a while, and I was selling this particular thing that was my craft that I came up with, me and my mom. And then I had someone that was trying to copy me that didn't even have the decency to at least buy one of the things I made to try to copy it. They just tried to look at it in a picture or whatever, and they tried to duplicate it. Well, they failed, which was okay. At least have the decency to purchase one if you want to copy it or improve on it or whatever. But this is why I'm very passionate about the art thing and stolen ideas, stolen stuff like that. I just don't agree with it. It goes against my grain, and it really frustrates me really bad. So you can rest assured that on my channel, on Mimi Sparkling Diamonds, you will only see licensed art. So if that's something you like, then please keep joining me. If you want to see Temu and all that stuff, then this is probably not the channel you're going to want to watch very much, because I'm only going to show licensed art on my channel. And I don't mean any offense to anyone else, any other creators, anything like that. It's just that I'm very passionate about stolen artwork. I think it's wrong, and there's a moral issue there and all that. But anyway, enough of that soapbox. So it's going to take me a while to work on this canvas. Again, it's square. I'm kind of particular about my squares. I'm not a perfect placer by any means. Oh my goodness. I am not a perfect placer. There's an old saying that my mom says sometimes, and she says, well, it's good enough for government work. So any of you that work for the government, that's just we're not trying to be ugly, but anyway, so that's just an old Southern saying, so anyway, but I'm not a perfect placer. I try to do my best, but sometimes I still don't do great. But Anyway, so this is going to take me probably the rest of the month, probably into July. This canvas is rather big. I'm not a fast diamond painter. I'm not slow as Christmas, but I'm not fast. And I work a full-time job. And we do get our grandbaby, our grandson, every so often. And I'm not going to travel with this to Colorado on vacation. I don't even know that I'm going to have the opportunity to diamond paint much, simply because I'm going to have my 3-year-old grandson, and he has a lot of energy, and he's going to want me to play with him and do things with him. So I don't know. If I take something that's going to be a small project that I can work on when he goes to sleep, or something like that, but it's not going to be a giant canvas like this. So with that being said, that's kind of the plan. And then there is another kit that I have kitted up called 3 Winter Friends. It is another square kit, but it's not this big at all. And it is by Dreamer Designs, and it has quite a bit of color blocking, it looks like. And I might do that in July for like Christmas in July, or if someone has an event like that, or just do my own thing, my own paint along. I might, invite people to, if you have a holiday canvas and you want to do something that's holiday in July, you can join in and do a paint along or something like that. But I think I'm going to work on that. That is occupying my other Elizabeth Ward storage container system. And so I want to get that emptied out in this one as well, so that I have these two systems to use. Hold on one second. Sorry, y'all, I had to take that. That was my husband. We're going to go to dinner here shortly. But I'm going to go ahead and continue this WIP Chat. And basically, so that's what I'm going to do with my diamond painting. That's what I'm doing in my diamond painting. I'm going to probably do the in July, I'm going to do that canvas, the 3 Winter Friends. And so, and then what if I'm able to finish it, then I'll move on to something else. But for right now, that's one of my plans. So that kind of covers my diamond painting, what I'm doing with my diamond paints. Let me just talk about my personal life a few minutes, and then we'll wrap it up, because it's already about 40-something minutes. There's not really a whole lot. I've been working. I work during the week, Monday through Friday, and then unless it's a holiday or whatever. But last weekend I didn't do much with diamond painting or videos, because we had our little 3-year-old grandson visiting, and he came over to Mimi's and Haha's house for the weekend, and we had the best time ever. He makes my heart so happy. He is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me. He is precious, and he reminds me, with his sweet spirit, his energy, he just loves me. He doesn't care whether I have makeup on or not. He doesn't care if I'm fat or small. He doesn't care, because he loves me for who I am. Not for what I look like, not for what I can buy him or not. He is just the sweetest little guy. And he plays, and he loves playing with me and my husband. My husband works on Saturdays, so he and I just had the best time on Saturday. And then Saturday looked a little bit different for us because his mother, my daughter-in-law, and his stepmom, um, her birthday was on yesterday, but we celebrated with my family on Saturday evening after my husband got off work. He drove to their house and we had a little birthday celebration for Hannah, which is my daughter-in-law. And so we drove out to their house and we played before the party with his dinosaurs in his room, and we just had a good time. He loves seeing the whole family. I have 2 sisters and a brother-in-law and brother-in-law to be possibly, and then a niece and a nephew, and I have a great nephew, and I have my niece's boyfriend was there, so it was, the family and everything, and he just loves getting together with the family and all that. And then we brought him back home with us, and he rode in my husband's truck, which he loves, which is an old Dodge. It's a 2001, and that poor truck has been through the ringer, but he loves it and thinks that it's the best thing since sliced bread. So he rode in that. And then Sunday, it was hot and humid here, which should be no shocker, but it was miserable. But we had to go to Walmart, so we did that, and he conned his haha out of some more toys. He got some toys on Saturday when we were picking up supplies for his mama's party get together. And then he got some more toys on Sunday, but we took him to eat at Crust Pizza, and he just ate and enjoyed himself and played at the house. We came back finally and just putted around the house and let him play with his new toys and all that, and he just watched his little shows, and we played with his new toys, and he just gives us all the loves and hugs. He's just the sweetest thing ever. So we really had an enjoyable weekend with him, and we took him back home Sunday evening. We took him to eat Mexican food, and then we took him on to his house, and it was almost 8 o'clock by the time we got there. So we just had a great weekend. And then Monday was work, and Mondays are always busy. And then today, my daughter-in-law is pregnant, and she went for her appointment, and she was having an anatomy scan, and we were hoping that we would find out the gender of the baby. However, the baby did not want to cooperate and had the legs closed, so they could not confirm whether it is a boy or a girl. The doctor did say that he thinks, he's like 90% sure it's a little girl, but he cannot be 100% sure because he cannot see the genitalia. So, with that being said, we are still in suspense of the gender. And so we will not find out for sure, hopefully, if the baby cooperates, till July 11th, which is her next appointment. So today, I've been waiting and waiting all day until she got out of the doctor, and lo and behold, my son called me and said, "Mom, we still don't know because the baby did not cooperate." So, but the good news is, I don't care whether it's a boy or girl, but I do have a grandson. I wouldn't mind having a granddaughter, but if I have another grandson, that's fine too. I'm good with that. I just want the baby to be healthy, the mama to be healthy, and everyone to enjoy this blessing. So that's kind of covered today. I worked, same old, and that's pretty much it. I went after work. I had to go to my mom's, so I'm taking care of their house while they're out of town, and at their summer house. And I went ahead and filmed a couple of unboxings over at Mom and Dad's because Mom has a very bright breakfast area in their home, and she has a breakfast table there that is it's well lit, so you guys can see the canvases real good and everything. So that's what I did. So I worked on this section and I'm up to the other colors. I've got to come back and put this other color, but you see it's like a checkerboard because, and there's two different blues in this. There's this dark blue and it's over here, and then there's this lighter color. So it's 336 and 939 is the other color that's right here in these two blues. So yeah, it's confetti. But I am going to close this out. I have been watching not very much TV, if you want to be honest. If I want to be honest, I've been watching Super Simple Songs, Cocomelon, and Polly, I think it's this British cartoon that has kind of like Transformer, police car, fire truck, all that my grandson was watching over the weekend. I haven't watched much TV this week. We've been busy. I had to go out to my niece's house on Monday evening with my husband. He was trying to work on her Jeep along with her boyfriend. So just not a lot of downtime. But I believe we are going to watch the Accountant, the second one, Accountant 2, the Accountant number 2. I'm going to watch that with my husband, so hopefully I'm looking forward to that. As far as listening to, I've been listening to Pandora at work, also listening and watching other creators' videos, and also listening to my audiobook, which is the second book in A Court of Thorn and Roses. This one is A Court of Mist and Fury. And I think maybe a quarter of the way through it. I kind of put it down for a little bit, and that was that. So, but other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I hope everyone's doing well. I do plan to do another WIP Chat on next Wednesday, and try to stay on schedule. If Wednesdays don't work out for me very well, I think Wednesdays are going to be the day, because Saturdays sometimes I have my grandson and all that, so I just don't think that's going to work. But probably on Wednesdays is when I'm going to do my WIP Chats, and it's fitting because it's WIP Wednesday. I know y'all have seen that on Facebook and stuff. But other than that, that's kind of a skim over of my diamond painting plans, kind of what's going on with my family, some of the excitement we have with the new little one that's going to be coming into our family in October, and we are all anticipating knowing the gender so we can start really shopping. But again, I really appreciate everyone for joining me on my WIP Chat. I really appreciate all the subscribers I have, and all those who are going to subscribe. Please feel more than welcome. If you have any ideas, please share those with me. If you have any criticisms that are constructive that would help me, please consider telling me that in a constructive way. And if you have any ideas and content that you want to see, please let me know. Please comment, answer the questions that I asked during the video in the comments. I will link all of this in the description box below. But I'm going to close this out. You guys take care. I will do another WIP Chat next Wednesday, God willing. And you guys have a great evening. Make sure you're watching the weather in your part of the world. And make sure that you're taking care of your loved ones. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining me at Mimi's Sparkling Diamonds. Have a great night. Bye.